And I think he has to be focused on that because, see, the average Ghanaian, even on the street, is more politically astute now. And they're going to judge you right from day one. Particularly our constitution gives you only 4 years. Before you realize, you are in
May we take our seats, please?
I also believe that essentially a political party with different opinions. But you, the individual, what do you bring there? Because I believe that every leader or every country reflects the image of its leader. The kinds of leadership style that they see will be reflective of the country's image. So if you are saying that Ghana is stable, is doing well, democratically, all that means the president also. So I wish that he will take these things on board and then we see an improvement and also more development. We should test the institutions because we should test the, of course. Fortunately for me, I'm happy that we didn't have those who are aggrieved didn't do anything untoward, and they are using the institutions of state like going to court. And I think it is a good thing. I don't agree with those who are saying that if I do this, but I'm sure the constitution grounds that our particularly in our election dispensation, the constitution says that after the electoral commission has organized the election and declared the winner, the next one is that if anybody disagrees, you go to court, and then the court will then make a decision. Until the court makes a decision, the president will have to continue as a president. And I think we have that guy. So I think in that case, it's good for all of us. Because when we go to court and we test it in the case of whoever the outcome is, then we live with it and we move forward. So I think that it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Well, two questions. The first is that the election has been presidential and
Can you hear me? Again, in Yona, or the Capane, what are we now?
that some 120 MPs are boycotted, and some PPP with less than half the percentage point in the election are boycotted. It's almost laughable. This country has accepted the building blocks of our nation. this time in 2005 wasn't called contesting the general election. So the contesting election has become the rule, not the exception. And so I think
distinguished honored guests, ladies and men, we want to take this opportunity to place some of the dignitaries who are present with us, and then we will continue as proceedings go on. We have with us the First Lady, Mrs. Lordina Mahama. Are the presidents from our 10 countries who have come to grace today's occasion. His Excellency, Mr. Alassane Ouattara from Côte d'Ivoire. His Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan from Nigeria. His Excellency, Mr. Yufu Hamadou from Niger. His Excellency Macky Sall from Senegal. Also present, we have His Excellency Abdulaziz from the Sahrawi Republic. His Excellency Obiang Nguema Mbasago from Equatorial Guinea. His Excellency For Nyasingbe from Togo. Dr. Thomas Boniai from Benin. And the last but not the least, His Excellency Salif Johnson from Liberia. Also with us, our former president, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, and the former First Lady Nana Kuledu Ajman Rawlings. We also have His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor. Present also with us is the former Secretary General of the UN, Mr. Kofi Annan, and Mrs. Annan. We have His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambas, the African, Caribbean, and Pacific Group Secretary General.
Mr. Speaker,
by Protestant demonstrators. They're angry at
Hello and thanks for joining us. This is GTV's live coverage of the inaugural ceremony of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Vice President Kwesi Amissah-Arthur, the Vice President-elect. This is happening at the Black Star Square in Accra. I'm Conrad Kakrab and I'm here with
Thelma Taki. At the moment, we've already had some of the foreign delegates seated. The President of Equatorial Guinea, Theodore Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, has seated. President of South Africa is also seated. Nigerian President and a host of other leaders of state from other countries have already been seated.
Yeah, we are expected to actually have the President of Burkina Faso. The President of Burkina Faso, Blaise Compaoré, and then also President Jacob Zuma, South Africa, President Chakaya Kikwete of Tanzania, and Alassane Ouattara of La Côte d'Ivoire, President Macky Sall from Senegal, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is also here, and that's the President of Liberia, and then President Theodora Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, he is from Equatorial Guinea, as well as President Mahamadou Issoufou, Niger.
Members of the Judicial Service have also seated. Remember, everyone has a designated place because this is a parliament sitting, so sitting is restricted.
So it's a sort of open parliament, Thelma.
Yes.
You're right. It's just like what happens in Parliament, really. And we have with us the Public Affairs Director of Parliament House, Mr. Jones Kuglenu. He would be briefing us on what really we are to expect. How is it going to be like? This is an open Parliament, and why so?
Well, thank you very much. By the constitutional provision, a president elected should be sworn in before Parliament. So under normal circumstances, the president should have been sworn in the Chamber of Parliament. Looking at the numbers and the few dignitaries who have come, including supporters of the president's party, the Speaker appoints a venue for Parliament to sit. So as you may know, the 6th Parliament was inaugurated a few minutes after midnight, after which sitting was suspended, and then the Speaker, the Right Honorable Edward Duajahu, appointed the Independence Square as the venue for the sitting of Parliament. So it's in order.
Honorable Edward Duajahu, former student of Accra Academy, is now the new Speaker for this 6th Parliament of the 4th Republic. He was the MP-elect for Akachi South, but per his election to the high seat of Speaker, he has had to relinquish that seat. So we are expecting another by-election from that constituency, apart from the one that will happen at Boem with the passing of Henry Ford Kamel. Majority Leader is now Benjamin Komboro Nandom, MP. The first Deputy Speaker is Honorable Barton Odro, and then second Deputy Speaker is Mr. Joe Garte. And the parliamentarians have been sworn in. The Speaker has entered the chamber, which has been specially formed here at the Independence Square, or the Black Star Square, if you can put it that way. Members from the Traditional Council have also seated, and the whole place is packed. The stands are full with Ghanaians who want to catch a glimpse of this rather historic event that is to be the swearing in of President Mahama and his Vice President.
Right. Now, so the swearing in ceremony is actually for the first term of President-elect John Dramani Mahama following his victory in the December presidential election. And he will take the presidential oath and then the oath of allegiance to be administered by the Chief Justice, Mrs. Justice Georgina Wood, before members of Parliament as well as dignitaries, including scores of heads of state from various countries. And then Vice President too will be doing that.
Yes, the Vice President, Kwesi Amissah-Arthur, is also expected to take the oath of Vice President and the oath of allegiance. Now, both of them will swear on the Bible because they are both Christians, and they will also sign documents containing the oaths. And the coronation of the fourth president, or the swearing in for that matter, is being witnessed by former President Jerry John Rawlings, former President John Ejekum Kufuor, other members of parliament, heads of institutions, traditional leaders, and scores of Ghanaians from all divides.
Right, and you know, right when we came here around 7 thereabouts, the stands had been taken over by people who are trooped in from all over the country just to come and witness the ceremony. I mean, isn't that quite curious?
It is amazing. It's indeed a great day to be Ghanaian.
Right.
The whole atmosphere is charged because so much activity is going on. The Independence Square dressed in the national colors of red, gold, and green. The security services doing their utmost to ensure sanity because the excitement is quite going on the high side here. They just need to maintain some law and order. Let's quickly give you a brief history of Ghana's political front. Ghana gained independence from the British colony on the 6th of March 1957 with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as Prime Minister.
Right, and then so Ghana actually spearheaded the political liberation of the colonized Africa from the very first day of independence. And I guess we have the president coming in.
Yeah.
Right, the president-elect for now.
President-elect
yeah.
is being ushered onto the ground,
sure.
flanked by his security, and the crowds are teeming with excitement at his arrival.
The whole atmosphere here is just simply electrifying. Everybody's just happy because, I don't know, it's just a matter of witnessing a historic ceremony of a democratic inauguration, I should say. But the very remarkable thing about this ceremony today is that President Mahama is actually handing over to himself, you know.
That is interesting. Remember, he took over barely 5 months ago after the sudden death of former President John Evans Atta Mills. May he rest in peace. Remember, at the same venue 4 years ago, everything was the same except that it was the swearing in of President Mills. 4 years on, he's no more, and the man he chose as his vice president has contested elections and won, and is now to be sworn in.
Yeah, so when the late president John Evans Atta Mills passed away in July 2012, the vice president too is coming in, Kwesi Amissah-Arthur. So just following the president.
Mr. Kwesi Amissah-Arthur hails from the Central Region. He was elected vice president after John Mahama assumed the office of president following the demise of President Atta Mills. He is now being ushered into the ceremonial grounds where the swearing in will take place in a matter of minutes.
Right, so it's built to be a very short ceremony actually, and so what do we expect, Mr. Jones Kuklenu, the Director of Public Affairs of Parliament House? What do we expect to be the proceedings right here today?
Well, as soon as His Excellency the President-elect arrives, the Speaker's procession will invite him and his vice into Parliament in a procession, after which the Speaker will convey the gratitude of the House to him. After that, the Speaker will also congratulate the President. When that happens, what you see on the screen is the Speaker's procession to take its position and await the arrival of His Excellency the President-elect. So when the President-elect arrives, he will join the Speaker's procession into the Chamber of Parliament, and then the ceremony will begin. The Speaker will congratulate him, and then the swearing-in ceremony, which will be performed by the Ladyship, the Chief Justice, will be conducted. After they have been sworn in, the state sword will then be presented to the people. The state sword is symbolic. It shows the symbol of authority of the President, who is leading this country for another 4-year term.
Right, procession. Vice President Amissah-Arthur clad in the rich Ghanaian kente cloth, progressing steadily upon the invitation of the Speaker of Parliament, President Mahama, clad in all white, probably to signify victory. For this swearing in, looking very solemn on this occasion. They are in Parliament and they are there upon the invitation of the Speaker in the person of Edward Do Ajaho, who took over after midnight today.
So the president of Ghana is supposed to be the elected head of state and the head of government, officially styled the president of the Republic of Ghana and commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. So the president actually is eligible to be president if he's a citizen of Ghana by birth, and then also if he or she has attained the age of 40, and if he or she is otherwise qualified, to be a member of parliament, except that the disqualifications set out in the constitution apply to the person. So he will be taking the oath of office to be sworn in by the to be administered by the Chief Justice before the citizens of Ghana here at the Black Star Square.
Among the things the President-elect will be swearing will be to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of Ghana. He will also pledge to do right by all manner of persons. He is submitting himself to public scrutiny and is swearing to uphold the laws of Ghana and suffer the death penalty for it. He will receive the President's sword, which will be a symbol of authority in this sitting of Parliament.
You will also realize a few moments ago that the President did not sit on the presidential seat.
Right.
Because it's not been inaugurated.
Okay.
So the Chief Justice, the ladies of the Chief Justice, will conduct
President and Baba. Baba, what the Shewa is not the Chief Justice. Debbie Osha White, Osha White wife, President Mahama.
Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana to administer the oath to the Vice President-elect.
Hey, Charlie, I'm a minute here. I'm not Charlie.
the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear
that should I at any time break this oath of office,
that should I at any time break this oath of office,
I shall submit myself
to
the laws of the Republic of Ghana, and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God.
So help me God.
members, we now move to item 9 on the order paper. The President-elect takes and subscribes to the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath. Mr. President-elect.
I, John Dramani Mahama,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
And allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
That I will uphold the sovereignty.
That I will uphold the sovereignty.
And integrity of Ghana.
And integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And protect the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God. I, John Dramani Mahama,
having been elected to the high office of President of the Republic of Ghana,
to the high office of President of the Republic of Ghana,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And true to the Republic of Ghana.
And true to the Republic of Ghana.
That I will at all times preserve.
And that I will at all times preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And that I dedicate myself.
And that I dedicate myself.
To the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana.
To the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana.
And to do right to all manner of persons.
And to do right to all manner of persons.
I further solemnly swear.
I further solemnly swear.
That should I at any time break this oath of office.
That should I at any time break this oath of office.
I shall submit myself.
I shall submit myself.
To the laws of the Republic of Ghana.
To the laws of the Republic of Ghana.
And suffer the penalty for it.
And suffer the penalty for it.
So help me God.
The Republic of Ghana. So he has actually held ministerial roles, positions between 1996 to 2000, and he has also played very key roles at diverse administrative posts. And he was once the chairman of the National Communications Authority and served as a member of the National Economic Management Team as well, before becoming he also became actually the founding member of the Ghana AIDS Commission and was also a deputy chairman of the
given salute will vary depending on the particular occasion, the branch of service, and the rank of the person being honored. The gun salute is thus a military honor and a 21 gun, and that is a flight past by the Ghana Air Force. So by land, by air, by sea, the Ghana Armed Forces is ready to protect and defend
members,
the territorial integrity
it is my
of
pleasure
our motherland.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to deliver his inaugural address.
So we've just had a new president, President John Dramani Mahama. He would now proceed to give his inaugural address. So
Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, His Excellency, the Vice President, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Your Excellencies, our dear former President, Your Excellencies, visiting heads of state and heads of delegations, our honorable members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Nananum traditional rulers of our great nation Ghana, distinguished guests from near and far, my fellow countrywomen and men, my family and friends, I wish you a very good morning. It has been said that what is past is prologue, a mere introduction of all that is yet to come. If this is the case, then Ghana is in store for a wealth of achievement. Ghana's past is filled with one example after the other of courage, sacrifice, and perseverance. Ghana's past is defined by heroic men and women, pioneers, visionaries, and patriots. Indeed, we as a country have inherited a powerful legacy, and we are beneficiaries of a mighty history. The names of our forefathers and mothers are firmly etched in the world's memory. People like Yasantua, Nagbewa, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, J.B. Dankwa, Efua Sutherland, Dr. James Kwejiri Agre, Dr. Esther Efua Oklu, and Dr. Ephraim Amu. These are but a few names of people who were fearless enough to fulfill their dreams or to fight for the liberation of their people or to envision change and then manifest it. We rightfully memorialize the names of the many individuals whose singular contributions have elevated the profile of this nation and enriched the lives of our citizens. We respectfully extol their virtues and hold them in high esteem. In fact, we hold them in such high esteem that we often overlook the reality that these heroes, these men and women, were just as human as you and I. The majority of individuals who have had the greatest impact on this country came from very humble beginnings. They were not so different from most Ghanaians, like those of us assembled here, or those going about the events of their daily lives in their homes, in churches, in mosques, and offices across our country. These heroes were ordinary people who lived their lives to the fullest, made use of their God-given talents, and took pride in their daily activities. That was the simple call they answered. The call that placed them in extraordinary circumstances, events, and experiences that led them to indelibly change the face and the very fabric of our nation. Mention the name Tete Kwesi, for instance, and you will learn the story of an ordinary man, a blacksmith, the son of a farmer from Teshi. In 1870, Tete Kwesi traveled to Fernando Po, an island that is currently part of the modern Republic of Equatorial Guinea. At the end of that fateful trip, Tete Kwesi returned home with several cocoa beans. He planted these seeds on his land in Mampong Ekwapim to see if they would grow. So well suited was this crop to the soil and climate of the country that it grew abundantly. From that point, it took less than 12 years for the country to start exporting cocoa. Now, over 100 years later, Ghana is the world's second largest exporter of cocoa, and cocoa is still Ghana's leading export earner. This is the effect that the life of one ordinary citizen can have on an entire nation. Complacency and frustration can entice us into believing that we are insignificant players stuck somehow in the background of a bigger picture, or that as individuals we are incapable of making a difference. But history itself has proven that nothing could be further than the truth. We all, each and every one of us, has a role to play in the growth and development of our beloved mother, Ghana. In our hands, yours as well as mine, rests the success or failure of Ghana's future. There is no denying the fact that in the past 55 years, Ghana has made tremendous progress. But there is also no denying the fact that even at 55 years, Ghana is still a young country. And every young country goes through its share of instability and difficulty as it struggles to find the direction towards eminence. Over the course of the last 4 years, a tremendous amount of work has been done. Nevertheless, there is a tremendous amount of work that still needs to be done. More jobs must be created. More roads must be built. Bridges, schools, and hospitals must be built. The infrastructure that we have already expanded must be strengthened and made better able to withstand increased usage. Equipment should not be the only thing that is state of the art in our institutions. Systems, procedures, and staff must be brought up to standard. Best practices must be implemented. We need to look beyond temporary fixes to find lasting solutions for the complications we've experienced with power, water, and sanitation. We must continue to invest in our agricultural sector and grow our economy so that it lifts the bulk of our most crippling financial burdens, especially amongst the poorest of our population. A country's most valuable resource is its human resource. And that is why it is imperative that our citizens have access to good health care. These issues and concerns are all works in progress. They are realistic goals that have been set and that are within our capabilities to be met and in a timely fashion. I have just taken an oath that as president of this nation, I will work hard to place us on the right path, and I'll lead us over the hurdles and pass the obstacles that might threaten to keep us from meeting our goals. The promises that I have made are promises that I intend to keep. But my fellow citizens, change does not happen overnight. And sometimes, despite whatever progress we make, it will appear to be darkest before the dawn of a new day makes that progress visible. In such times, I will be counting on you to maintain the faith and the trust that you have placed in me as president, and I promise I will not let you down. Fellow countrywomen and men, of course, every society has its fair share of people who would rather talk and complain about what is wrong than devote their time and efforts to do what it takes to make things right. At every opportunity, They will tell us all the things we cannot achieve and all the reasons why we should not even attempt to achieve them. The choice is ours, to believe or not to believe. We can look within ourselves and choose to see the lie of our powerlessness, or we can see the unlimited horizon of our own potential. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is on the cusp of enormous transformation. We are moving forward at a rapid pace. New resources are at our disposal. New alliances are being formed. The opportunities formed by these gains could result in a self-sufficiency that was always imagined and desired, but was never a realistic occurrence in our foreseeable future, not in the way it is right now. It is true that other countries have met adversity while trying to make the most of such prospects as we have before us. But those countries are not Ghana. They do not have the benefit of our history or the example of our heroes. We have been the first before. We have been the success story. We have blazed the trail before for others to follow, and we can do so once again. Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it is done." I believe that with God and in Ghana, all things are possible. I believe this because I have seen the work and accomplishments of my predecessors. President Jerry John Rawlings, President John Ajekum Kufuor, and of course, our dear late President John Evans Atta Mills. We were all witnesses to the way they were able to make what others said was impossible, and to not only turn that into something that was probable, but to realize their visions and get it done. To them, I say, Ayiko. Our former presidents, I am ever grateful to have the advantage of your wisdom and the important lessons of your leadership. I would also like to extend my gratitude and appreciation to the transition team led by my very capable Vice President, Kwesi Amissah-Arthur, for their time, their service, and their tireless efforts. More than anything, I would like to acknowledge them for their high morale and fair-mindedness, for their drive and determination to place the good of the nation above all else. Fellow countrymen and women, there is a torch that is passed from one era of Ghanaians to the next. It is fragile and as irreplaceable as any family treasure. My fellow citizens, that torch is now in our possession. That torch is the tradition of optimism and hope that we must carry on. It is the responsibility that we have to take charge of our lives, and in so doing to determine the course of Ghana's future. We're now the keepers of this flame. It is only by doing our best that we can make Ghana its best. We must all do our part every single day, whether it is by reducing the amount of plastic waste that is in our environment, whether it is by driving responsibly and courteously to ensure that our roads are safe, or even whether it is by just sharing kindness with a stranger or someone less fortunate than ourselves. Your actions do matter. You can make a difference in our country. As president, I will take to heart these words that I have just extended to you. I will do my best. I will give off my best. And I will ensure that my actions make a positive difference in the lives of Ghanaians. I will work to ensure that our society is less polarized and less weighted down by the pressures of our political differences. I will work to ensure that Ghana is a place where all our citizens, regardless of their religious faith, their ethnicity, or their political affiliation, will have the opportunities available to them to reach their full potential. Ghana should and will be a place where economic opportunities are available to everyone. I recognize the vital role that our private sector, especially small and indigenous business, play in the expansion of our workforce as well as in the growth and stability of our economy. I want to assure the Ghanaian business community that I will be your ally. I will extend whatever support I am able to marshal to reinforce your contribution to Ghana's development. This is our country. This is our moment. This is Ghana's time. Ghana's time, once again, for greatness. May God bless us all, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana. I thank you.
Given his inaugural address, a very hilarious moment for many people here. He has paid glowing tribute to all the heroes of the country who have helped in diverse ways to shape the destiny of the nation. He has talked about all the key people, the Tete Kwashis of Ghana, the J.A. Kufuors and the J.J. Rollinses and John Evans-Atta Mills, his predecessor, and basically telling all of us that we should take a cue from all that they have done in various ways to just uphold the development of the country, and that we shouldn't be complacent but work together and make a lot of progress in the course of our democracy. And he has also pledged his personal commitment to ensure that he will do his best, and so every other person must also do their best to make sure that we ourselves develop our country and not wait on other people to come and do that for us. And so that was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in his inaugural address. He is the fourth president of the Fourth Republic. The Fourth Republic actually started in 1992 with Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings taking the mantle of leadership in 1993, ruling for 2 terms, and then handing over to John Ejekun Kufuor in 2001.
I sincerely congratulate you on your assumption of office as the President of the Republic of Ghana. And the same goes to your Vice President. Honorable members, on behalf of the House, I convey the gratitude of this Honorable House to His Excellency the President of the Republic for his inaugural address. Honorable members, I am pleased to inform you of the presence in the House of distinguished head of states and prime ministers who are here to witness the swearing in of His Excellency, the President of the Republic. I will, at this stage, invite the Chairman of the African Union and the President of Benin, His Excellency Thomas Yayi Boni, to make a congratulatory statement on behalf of his colleague, Head of State. After this, I will invite the distinguished Head of States and Prime Ministers to take turns to come to the dais to congratulate His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana.
Your Excellencies, the representative of head of state, the traditional rulers and chief ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is a great honor and deep pleasure for me to address you this august assembly on behalf of African continent in my capacity as current African Union Chairman, in order to express my keen and warm congratulations to the people of Ghana, so lovely of peace, democracy, and justice. Ghana, the nation of one of AU founding fathers, I mean President Kwame Nkrumah, has just demonstrated once more that this country is still a model economically, but also democratically, a model speaking and good government ways, the fairness and quality of the organization of legislative and presidential elections, approved by thousands of observers, national and international ones, are the testimony of the political maturity of the people of Ghana and the expression of deep and consolidated democratic values. In this regard, Ghana remains a pride for Africa. This performance is, after all, a victory of overall Ghanaian people. That is why we urge all actors of the political class and all the strata of Ghanaian society to get more united for construction of a country which stands as the leading engine for development and integration of the sub-region. It is therefore with a legitimate pride that on behalf of African continent and the people of Benin, I'm hereby renewing my warm congratulations to President John Dramani Mahama for the confidence that the people of Ghana have just placed in him by electing him as the President of the Republic of Ghana. May God Almighty grant you the wisdom of Kingdom Solomon and make you the spared, always concerned by well-being of his sheep. Let me finish my speech by wishing of the best of my season greetings, a robust health, peace of mind, and endlessly increased prosperity. Long live Ghana. Long live Africa. Je vous souhaite une bonne heureuse année à mes chers collègues, à toutes vos familles, au peuple ghanéen, à tout le continent et à toute notre planète. Mes vœux les plus chers à toutes les délégations au nom du continent, nos multilatéraux, bilatéraux, tous nos partenaires, bonne et heureuse année et bonne chance au peuple ghanéen. Que Dieu vous bénisse. I thank you. God bless you.
The AU chairman, Thomas Yayi Boni, he's also the head of state of Benin, conveying his deep and warm congratulations to the president of the Republic
Honourable
of
members,
Ghana.
we start with the chairman of the AU, the president of Benin.
For Africa and elections, especially that, are a cornerstone to any country's democracy, and especially in Africa here. He has been so happy with the way that we have conducted our elections, and that has carried us very high up as the pride of Africa, a beacon of hope on the continent, maintaining a peaceful atmosphere and relatively devoid of conflicts. And he says that God himself should grant the president the wisdom to be able to guard his country safely, and then also to make sure that all the blessings actually come forth. And so he will now lead other heads of state to convey.
Honourable members, I now invite the president of Côte d'Ivoire.
So there are different heads of state, about 13 heads of state who are gracing today's occasion. Among them are President Alassane Ouattara of Côte d'Ivoire, Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso, Goodluck Jonathan of Nigeria, that's the president of Côte d'Ivoire, Alassane Ouattara. His sister country has conducted peaceful polls, unlike in his country where there was turmoil after the elections. Therefore, this must be a very great moment for him to actually congratulate the president and the people of Ghana. For being the model of democracy on the continent of Africa. It is not any mean feat at all, because elections in Africa have been characterized by violence and instability. And if Ghana has been able to achieve that,
I now invite the president of South
we
Africa.
deserve a pat on our back. Other heads of state present would also be ushered in. Right, I think he would make a brief statement. Oh, not so. So that was President of Côte d'Ivoire, Alassane Ouattara. Other presidents here include President Goodluck Jonathan of Nigeria, Jacob Zuma of South Africa, President Jakaya Kikwete of Tanzania, And that's Jacob Zuma of South Africa. All the way from South Africa to be part of this historic movement for Ghana. And apart from him, we would also have President Macky Sall of Senegal, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, President Teodoro Mbiang Nguema Basogo of Equatorial Guinea, President Mahamadou Issoufou of Niger, President Michael Sata of Zambia, President Faure Gnassingbé of Togo, as well as President Mohamed Abdelaziz of Sahrawi Republic. 13 heads of state in all, here to just partake in this great occasion for the country, where President John Dramani Mahama is actually handed over to himself as the President of the Republic of Ghana. And so this is the 4th Republic, and the President is the 4th President of the
President of Nigeria.
In the very first Republic we had, it starting from 1960, when Ghana actually became a republic, and the Second Republic was led by Dr. Kofi Abrifabuzia of the Progress Party, the PP, that took over from the National Liberation Council after winning the 1969 elections. And so that's Goodluck Jonathan, the President of Nigeria. In his usual attire, representing the people of Nigeria. He never forgets his heart. Right, as I was saying, so the Second Republic, the Progress Party administration was led by Dr. Buzia as Prime Minister, and then former Chief Justice Edward Akufo-Addo, one of the Big Six, as President. And that government was actually overthrown by a military coup in 1972 that was led by the then Colonel I.K. Achiampong. And he formed the National Redemption Council, NRC, and he became the head of state and chairman of the NRC.
Next is the President.
It was later changed to the Supreme Military Council, SMC. And General F.W.K. Ekufu replaced General Achiampong in a palace coup in 1978. And then we had the Third Republic. The SMC-2 was overthrown on 4th June 1979 through a mutiny by some officers and men of the Ghana Armed Forces, who established an Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, AFRC, with Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings as chairman and the head of state. Right, so the African heads of states are taking their turns to congratulate the President of Ghana, the newly elected President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. This must be a very warm moment for all of them to be part of making history in the Fourth Republic of Ghana's democracy. The inauguration of President John Dramani Mahama as the 4th President of the Fourth Republic. And so, continuing with some political history, so the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council
of Liberia.
the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, AFRC, with Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings being the chairman as well as the head of state. And that council was just in office for 3 months. And on 24th September 1979, the AFRC handed over power to Dr. Hilary Mann, the leader of the People's National Party, which won the 1979 elections. And there we have the first lady president of Africa, Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, looking very smart, representing the people of Liberia. She also won re-election in Liberia. The first female to become a head of state in Africa. The President of Senegal will now follow suit. Back to the history, the Liman administration and the Third Republican Constitution of Ghana were later overthrown in yet another military coup in Ghana's post-independence history, 1981. The coup was led by Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, who again became the head of state and the chairman of the Provisional National Defense Council, PNDC, which he established. And it ruled Ghana from 31st December 1981 to the 7th of January 1993. So the president of Togo for Nyasingbe. And a combination of internal and international pressures actually led to the return to constitutional multi-party democratic rule in 1993. And in that presidential election that was held on the 3rd of November 1992, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings contested on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress, NDC.
It is now the turn of the President of Senegal.
The eminent African historian and human rights activist Professor Albert Edoubuahin of the New Patriotic Party into second place. And so he ushered in the Fourth Republic, which we are still in now. And that republic was inaugurated on January 7, 1993, with Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings becoming president. And he contested in 1996 the elections, but beat Mr. J.A. Kufuor of the NPP to second place. So we have more heads of states of Africa conveying their felicitations to the newly elected president, John Dramani Mahama. And in that Fourth Republic, we had Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings taking 2 terms and when his democratic term actually expired in 2000, he
The
had
next
to hand
is
over
the president
power
of
to
chair.
who beat John Evans Atta Mills, the late president of Ghana, and former President Kufuor ruled Ghana from 2001 to 2008. And it was in 2008 that we had the late President John, all of them are John actually, John Evans Atta Mills becoming the president of Ghana. And he was supposed to stand for re-election in 2012, but for his sudden death in July of that year. And so the current president had to stand in his stead. He was his vice at that time, and he became the president and stood for re-election. Not re-election actually he stood for his election for his first term, and he won the polls according to the Electoral Commission of Ghana. And so he's now serving his first term in office, which will end in 2016. So about 13 heads of states are present here to witness
Honorable members,
the inauguration.
the next is the president of Sahrawi Arab Republic.
Foreign delegations representing different nations. The United States of America has also sent delegations, being led by the chairman of the Millennium Challenge Corporation, to be part of the ceremony today. So all the African heads of states would do this. Just get to the president and then wish him well. The Vice President, Kwesi Amissah-Arthur, was also the Vice President that was brought in from his position as the Governor of the Bank of Ghana to support President John Dramani Mahama, and together they stood for election and won. And they will be handling the affairs of the country for the next 4 years.
Honorable members, before I proceed further with the visiting delegations, it is my honor and privilege to acknowledge the presence of our distinguished former presidents of the Republic of Ghana. His Excellency Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings and His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor. And our illustrious son, His Excellency Kofi Annan, the immediate past Secretary General of the United Nations. I will now invite them to come to the dais to congratulate His Excellency, the President of the Republic.
So there we have them, former presidents, the two surviving former presidents of Ghana, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings of the governing National Democratic Party, and then his colleague, former President John Agyekum Kufuor, who actually succeeded him, and he is from the opposition New Patriotic Party. And then we also have Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary General, and their spouses as well. That must be it. The handshakes are just drawing cheers from the jubilant crowds right here at the Black Star Square. Former President Kufuor and now former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan and his wife Nan. Mrs. Rawlings in her usual best.
Honorable members, I now invite the Vice President of Sudan,
So when former President Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings congratulated the president-elect at the time that he was elected, he said that he must continue to defend and restore the ideals of unity, stability, development, as well as probity and accountability at all times, and fulfill the mandate entrusted upon him by an expectant electorate. So some key figures would also convey their felicitations to the president. And from there, this is actually built to be a very short ceremony. From there,
members, I now
the Right
invite
Honorable
the Vice
Speaker
President of Kenya.
will the members of Parliament present, in exception of the minority. So the African heads of states would proceed with their congratulations and that is Kenya's Vice President, representing the people of Kenya. So His Excellency Kalonzo from Kenya. Other delegations of heads of states present.
I now invite the Vice President of Zambia,
of Benin, Mr. Yayi Boni, and then also President Goodluck Jonathan of Nigeria, Jacob Zuma of South Africa, President Alassane Ouattara of La Côte d'Ivoire, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, Foreigner Singbe of Togo, and Mohamed Abdelaziz of Sahrawi Republic. So it must be a very happy moment for these African heads of states and other delegations from various countries on the continent and even beyond. Because Ghana continues to uphold its democratic credentials and is a beacon of hope and democracy on the continent of Africa. 8 examples have been touted all over, not plunging itself into needless chaos because of elections or any other thing, but making sure that we continue the democratic tradition that was started some time back, and especially in the Fourth Republic, starting from 1992.
Honorable members, it is now the turn of the Prime Minister of Namibia.
So the president we are inaugurating today is from the northern region, and he is actually the first president of Ghana that was born after independence, and therefore he represents a very new crop of African leadership, especially Ghanaian leadership I should say, born after the attainment of independence from British colonial rule on 6th March 1957. And so this passing on of the mantle of leadership to a relatively younger President Mahama symbolizes changing paradigms from the old system of African heads of states being very old, and now we have a new generation of post-independence born, innovative and entrepreneurial, creative president. He himself, he says that it is an era of the new Ghanaian, in the sense that the new Ghanaian is embracing technology, is thinking creatively to bring about steady progress in the country. And he says you will
invite the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso,
the paragon of the new Ghanaian. And in his inaugural address, he's paid tribute to all the people who have helped in diverse ways to shape the destiny of the country, and says that Ghana has made a lot of progress, but that shouldn't make us complacent. So that's a cross-section of the clergy we have thousands of people here at the Independence Square, now the Black Star Square in Accra, where the inaugural ceremony of President Mahama is taking. More heads of states and leaders of delegations are conveying the congratulations, the felicitations, the happiness of the people of the various countries that they represent to the president and the vice president and the people of Ghana. In his inaugural address, the president actually urged everybody to work hard and also to work together, just as how he said in his State of the Nation address he delivered last Friday, that we should work as a partnership and not based on partisanship to make sure that Ghana benefits in the long run. Ghana has made a lot of progress, he says, and there is still more work to be done, more challenges to be overcome. There is a need for the creation of more jobs, more schools, roads, hospitals, generally infrastructural development, which he says he will be committed to, as well as finding lasting solutions to energy problems, power, water, sanitation, as well as working hard to lead the country on the right path. And he promises to make...
I now invite the Chief Justice of Gabon,
Ghana. He has called on Ghanaians to maintain the faith while preparations are put in place to advance the cause of the country. According to the president, we should have optimism, hope, because that is the new torch that is being passed on from generation onto generation. And now that it has reached him, he will do everything to inject this new sense of hope and optimism for the country, where every individual takes upon himself or herself to be responsible and to take charge of our lives. Various leaders of various countries taking their turns to congratulate the president, who says that there is a need for us to do our best. Let me just finish it. In everything that we do, we should just do our best. The personal, individual responsibility must be maintained. We must be committed to doing everything possible to make sure that Ghana finds the path to progress and development and makes it permanent and make the country even less polarized. He says they will be committed to giving everybody an opportunity to function at places where they are qualified to do so. He also admitted the growth and development that has been powered by the private sector, and he says he will support them, he will be an ally and help them in various ways to be able to enhance the development of the human potential of Ghana and to trickle down the benefits of the development to the ordinary Ghanaian. He says, this is our country, this is the moment, this is Ghana's time. Those are the words of Ghana's President John Mahama. And so that is the Speaker of the Pan-African Parliament, of which the new Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana is a member, also conveying his felicitations to the Vice President and the President, as well as the people of Ghana, on behalf of the Pan-African Parliament. It would be recalled that the current President, John Dramani Mahama, was a member of the Pan-African Parliament and served as the chairman of his West African caucus.
Honourable members, finally, I invite the spouses of the Excellency, the President and the Vice President, come to the dais to congratulate their husbands.
And so that's the First Lady and the Second Lady, Mrs. Lordina Mahama and Matilda Amissah-Arthur, going to their husbands to also be part of this joyous moment. It will be all happiness, all joy, right in their minds now. And how they would do their best to support their husbands to be part of the leadership of Ghana. Wow! Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. That was really symbolic of the love, the happiness, the joy of the couple, the President and the First Lady. And that's the Second Lady, Matilda Amissah-Arthur. These are two ladies, the First and the Second Ladies of Ghana. They're going to occupy the limelight now.
Honourable members, honourable members, I now invite the Honourable Majority Leader of this Honourable House to move the motion of adjournment.
Right Honourable Speaker, in the absence of any outstanding matter on today's order paper, may I move that this House be adjourned to Tuesday, the 8th of January 2013 at 8:10 a.m. I beg to move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to the motion for adjournment?
Yes, Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to second the motion ably moved by the leader for adjournment of the House.
Honorable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the Honorable House. Honorable members, I'll put the question. As many as are in favor of the motion, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. This Honorable House is adjourned till tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the forenoon. Honorable members, thank you very much for your support and cooperation.
Proceeding here is an open parliament. The members of parliament present, that's the majority leader, Benjamin Kumbo. That was the national anthem, officially bringing the House proceedings, the parliamentary proceedings, to an end. And so the inaugural ceremony of the President and Vice President officially in the Parliament of Ghana.
Hello, distinguished invited guests, ladies and
I'm waiting for other processions to take place.
Excellency the President and His Excellency the Vice President, conducted by the Speaker of Parliament, leave the chamber. All other dignitaries and invited guests, please remain seated.
Parliament of the Fourth Republic, and it is also witnessing the inauguration of the President as well as the Vice President. And so they are done with their duties there in the Parliament, the open Parliament at the Black Star Square. Yeah. So Parliament has been adjourned. And so we must say that everything actually that was built to be part of the parliamentary proceedings,
distinguished invited guests, ladies
have
and
come
gentlemen,
to an end officially.
the honor by which we shall leave the Black Star Square is as follows. Let us receive the Chief Justice.
Right. Right. Okay. So, Lieutenant Commander Ahin is still here to help us with the officials, I mean the men in uniform who are accompanying the President.
Behind His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is his aide-de-camp, the Chief of the Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Peter Blay, and the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Paul Tawiakwe. They are his ceremonial aide-de-camps. and they always follow him closely before any other person, because they're the first line of protection for His Excellency the President before any other person.
And so that was Lieutenant Commander Ahin of the Armed Forces telling us about what that actually means. Right, so now being introduced to the public.
Ceremonial guard is another form of military honor to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. The ceremonial guards have presented arms to His Excellency the President, and that is what we refer to as compliment or greeting him officially, having been sworn in as the President.
And why is it only the Navy that we have here?
The Navy is the service on duty for now. Normally we go on duty every 3 months. We have a service duty, so the Navy is now on duty.
Right, right. So the next 3 months you would have another
we'll have
security,
the Air Force
coming
on duty,
okay.
And then it goes back to the Ghana Army.
Right, right,
Okay.
right. Right. So it's just time for departure now.
Yes.
So that's all, really.
Yeah, that's really all.
So it wasn't to have so much fanfare as it used to, in the past when we have everybody marching around and saluting. It's just today, just a salute, and that's all.
Yes, because today we are actually in Parliament. This is not a parade.
Right.
It's only a guard. Yes. So the saluting and marching will come on set march, hopefully.
Oh, okay. Right, right. So that's Lieutenant Commander Ahin from the Public Relations Department of the Ghana Armed Forces, briefing us on what's happening. President John Dramani Mahama just about to depart. So he wouldn't leave without just letting the ordinary Ghanaian feel the excitement. Oh my goodness, that a symbol of a national affair here. It's not a partisan affair, it's a national affair here. And so thousands of people have trooped to the Black Star Square for today's inaugural ceremony, the swearing in of the president as well as his vice. Though some people are in party paraphernalia, most have just worn dresses signifying victory, white, and just their normal attires as well. So Thelma, what have you observed so far?
The president is on his way out of the Independence Square, led by the cavalry made up of the Ghana Police Service. Ghanaians from all walks of life have been here to witness this historic event. The swearing in of the 4th John of the Fourth Republic of Ghana. It's remarkable that all the presidents we have had so far are all named John. And he is the fourth one to be sworn in as president.
Right. I mean, I don't know whether there is something in the name of John in Ghana.
I wouldn't know.
So it's just about it. It's just a matter of letting everybody know that this is our new president, our newly elected president, John Dramani Mahama, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. He will rule for the next 4 years. And this is the Fourth Republic, and he's the fourth president. People are excited from all quarters. For one thing, because Ghana has continued to be a model of democracy. There is no cause for violence or any other thing that has characterized elections in other countries. And so they would take the waves of the president just with so much happiness